So I don't know how many of you guys are feeling this, but the rubber band effect after Ramadan is so real, at least for me right now. And I'm feeling it a lot more this year than I usually do every other year, because I feel like I've fallen into a rut, because for me Ramadan was supposed to be a reset. Alhamdulillah, it was great. I definitely do feel there's value. And after, I definitely, have not regressed to the point where I was before. But at the same time, like, this is not just a Ramadan specific thing, but I feel like I've been in a rut for a couple of years now, where it's like something that actually I'm reflecting on something one of my friends, Hakim, I'll link him. He's like starting his own 100-day challenge on Instagram and TikTok too. But he was talking about how he is feeling a bit of self like, not the word untrust, but like he's consistently setting dreams for himself that he's not able to meet, essentially. And I really relate to that, not in the point that I don't consider myself someone who's not hardworking, or someone who does not have the capability or ability to do things. But the thing is, I have so many dreams that I'm not able to materialize, and I don't know why. Like, for example, like, ironically, I'm at the masjid right now. This is just after this is after Aisha, but during Ramadan, until the last 10, until the day of Eid, basically, even day of Eid, I was able to make it to Fajr, right? It's been 5 days and I haven't made it to a single day of Fajr in the masjid since. So that, like, I'm trying to figure out, like, why that mindset is, because last Thursday this time, I would have just been like, oh yeah, what time's Qiyam? Like, when are we hitting the masjid? What time exactly is Fajr? I'm there. And nothing has changed apart from the fact that we're outside of the Ramadan mindset, right? So this is just a self-reflection, I guess, post Ramadan and going post Eid and going into the remainder of the year for myself, I guess, and maybe to see if you guys relate. But also, I guess I want to set down like a couple ground rules for myself. This series is basically going to be, like, I'm calling it in progress, but just kind of like a couple times a week, checking in, like, some things that I find valuable, or things that I find insightful, and maybe some points of growth. But I think for me, there's like the concept of like a vision board, because I want to have like tangible solutions for the problems I'm facing. Yeah, like, I have notes here, just kind of like my journals, but oops, cool. But I feel like vision boards and kind of making Pinterest boards or whatever never helps me out in terms of the ultimate end goal, but writing stuff down does help me. So for example, the other day, writing down my goals, so like, this is where I want to be at this point in time, or like, kind of envisioning, like, okay, I want to be in a position where I can give a presentation, or like thinking about, for me, for example, a goal that I've always had is like, okay, I want to be in a C tier exec team, where, for example, at Apple, they're giving presentations for like their new iPhone, right? This is an example, but for me, that's like, growing up, that was like a huge vision. So writing